Hey folks, Dr. Brennan here with Healthy Feet Podiatry. Today we have a special ingrown that we're going to take out because it's on my foot. Let's take a look. So we use ethyl chloride, which is this really cold spray I'm going to spray my foot with first here, which is going to make it so hopefully the needle doesn't hurt so bad. Real cold, and I'm going to give myself a little poke and put this in there. Now the nerves run on the top and the bottom of the toe, so really we just inject twice on either side of the toe. This is just lidocaine with marcaine. A little extra cold makes it so it doesn't hurt. I'm a wuss.
What's it feel like? Does it burn?
It stings. It feels like a bee sting. I'm going nice and slow, so it hurts a little less. I'm kind of numbing up as I go. Little background here is these toes have been through a lot of running. Frankly, I don't want to deal with them anymore, so I'm just going to take off the nails permanently so I don't have to deal with it ever again. I'm freeing up the proximal nail fold here, and then I'm going to get underneath this nail that's trying to come back. Angle's a little more difficult doing it on myself. So now that I have a pocket, you can kind of see them underneath the nail. I can drop my hand and slide this across the nail. You can kind of see it right at the tip of my finger there, and getting to the other side of that nail, just ensuring that I'm free. Now when I swing my hand this way, it'll free up all this loose tissue and get everything nice and loose. And then if I pull up, you'll be able to see that that nail is now pretty loose. So I had taken my nail off previously after doing a ultramarathon, and the nail was all the way out here, so the wound was a bit bigger. This time it should be a bit smaller, and hopefully with that a little bit less discomfort. Generally speaking though, not too bad after the fact. A little soreness from the procedure. Obviously closed toe shoes are a little more sore than an open toe. Obviously I have to wear closed toe working in the office, but that'll solve it.
Yeah.
So
now, is that hurting you at all?
I didn't feel anything.
Any pressure or anything at all?
I didn't feel a darn thing. So nails off, and then basically underneath the cuticle back here, I'll apply a chemical so this nail doesn't come back, so in future races I don't have to deal with this again. So I know there's a lot of runners out there that'll do races and end up with sore toes afterwards. A lot of times blood underneath the nail. That is really sore. I suppose it goes without saying, if you don't have a toenail, you can't have that. I'm not saying that's the solution for everybody, but in my case, it's the best solution to not continually have a problem with this nail.
So without a toenail there in the future, will you have any issues as far as like irritation or hypersensitivity or anything?
Not at all. I would actually say just the opposite. I was always one that didn't like having socks on bare feet. It gave me a weird feeling on my toes. So if I took my shoes off, I took my socks off type thing. And ever since I've had no toenail, that sensitivity is completely gone, where I don't have any ill will against just a sock on my foot, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. What do you think you'll be able to get back to running and everything?
Well, judging by how my left foot feels after doing the other one this morning, I'm hoping to be back at it by the end of the week. Today's Wednesday, by Friday. I'll obviously be treating a wound a little bit longer than that. This is sodium hydroxide I'm using just so that the nail doesn't come back. And then I'm gonna just flush out with a little bit of vinegar. Sodium hydroxide is a really strong base that basically cauterizes the cells so they won't produce nail anymore, and vinegar is acidic compound to neutralize that, to stop the burn, if you will. And we are done.
All right, that's it. There's the nail.
Stop by if you ever have any foot or ankle issues, or an ingrown toenail, or any toenail pain after your next race. I'd be happy to do it on you instead of me. Thanks.